Well, that fucking happened. Ah. I'm kind of mad that it just blipped like that. Well, I guess I'm doing introductions again. Hey, Ohio, everybody! Inferno here with more Detective Grimoire stuff. We just finished playing the Flash game, and I guess the stream just fucking committed seppuku. Great. So, with that being said, I probably should have changed the name of this. I'm gonna change. I might well take the time to change it. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, we're gonna like play the third game in this like little detective series. You know what? I might as well just restart everything because I didn't get to talk to Sally. So yeah, we're just gonna repeat everything. I am not clicked into the game. I am so sorry. I'll quit the title screen. Cool. So yeah, can't believe that fucking just happened. Damn it. Well, I guess it's convenient that it happened at the beginning instead of like the end. I did have to split up the streams anyway. But it is kind of annoying that I had to go back through, go through this again. Okay. You don't miss anything, by the way? Oh, okay. Well, for the sake of repeating things, you can still talk to her. Okay. The Tangle Tower, mid-afternoon. Lake's Edge.
It's the little boat we used to cross the lake.
I'm literally just gonna play every clip again.
It's the only way on or off the island.
What a comforting thought.
Mountains.
Nope. They're too steep and too smooth to be mountains. They're more like cliffs.
Whatever they are, they go all the way around the lake, like a barrier.
Something about an Avatar joke I made.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
What is he? What is that?
Please don't do that.
It's just an archway, but it seems a little ominous. Like walking through it might give you bad luck.
Too late. I tied the boat up to the mooring post, so it'll stay put. For now. Probably.
Loving the confidence.
That's a big lake.
It's kind of purple. Looks poisonous.
I think it's just water.
Yeah. Water with poison in it.
The
The ground's moist, but it's not muddy. Wonder how often it rains here.
I cannot believe how exciting this murder investigation is already.
Well, let's talk to her.
You ready, Sally?
Grimoire, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
Just checking.
Do you have the map?
Yeah, but it's basically blank. Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
And I just realized something. What happened to his hat? That existed for like a few seconds in the first game. Well, in the second game. So, I don't know if I feel like reading this again. Ah, whatever. Murder victim Freya Fellow, age 19, died while painting a portrait of Flora Fellow, 58. Location, Flora Tower. Flora was present as she was posing for a portrait. Detectives don't need hats. Shut up. Fedoras are great. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color in the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. A small painting, the Tangle Tower. A small painting on a scrap of paper. A few notes have been written on the back. Nowadays it goes by Tangle Tower, but it's actually a pair tower connected by a mansion at the base. It is surrounded by a circular lake. The water is an unusual mix of colors. It's like fucking soap water. The lake is enclosed by sheer, pale cliffs. They're too steep and smooth to climb. Tangle Tower is currently home to both the Fellow family and the Pointer family. What? Got it. Freya Fellow. Is there anything here? How was Freya killed? Oh. I guess these are just like the people and connections, maybe. I just realized my stream thing is kinda covering the chat, so let me fix that real quick. Hopefully, there's no weird background picture. Okay. It's a bath nuke. Okay. So, okay, I guess that's it. Whoa!
It's a garden, I think. It's currently far away.
We could walk closer to it.
Ready when you are.
No.
Do you think anybody's watching us from one of those windows?
Maybe. Let's wave just in case. It's a garden, I think. Ready when you are.
Okay, let's just poke.
So, who do you think did it?
Sally, you know full well we haven't met a single suspect yet. We haven't even been to the crime scene.
Still, I reckon I've got it all worked out.
Really?
So, who do you think did it? Still.
Okay, well, let's press forward then. Whoa, okay. Oh hey, that's cute. The gardens.
It's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is something in there.
Already?
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
Damaged tape. The cassette tape had been damaged by water. The ink on the label had blurred and illegible. Huh.
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare away detectives.
Is it working?
No.
No!
It's a path through the garden. Leads up to the house, I assume. What animal is that?
Hawk. Bear. Lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard. It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
Gazebo.
It's a bandstand.
What?
Bit small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
That must be Tangle Tower. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to say, too quiet?
It's not. It's an appropriate amount of quiet.
It's the sky. It's the sky.
That's it? Okay.
This is some garden.
Do the plants all look a little strange to you?
This is some
Do
garden.
the plants all look
Okay.
a little...
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster.
Come on.
Playing a harp.
Playing a harp. Hang on a second.
Oh.
This isn't just a regular statue, is it?
What the fuck?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm not gonna play a guessing game.
It must do something.
Jesus.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Harp statue. An old weathered statue of an amphibious creature holding a large harp. Symbols are engraved on each of the harp's 4-column segments. I feel like there should be some buttons. That like correspond with the controller and not just says, oh, you're using a controller? Here, have fun with the fact that everything is like, I think everything is just mapped to like the joystick and pressing A button, so it's kind of pointless, but
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle tour.
Twir.
What the fuck?
Little bird feeders.
How do you know they're for birds? Which one do you think came first? The tree or the house?
The age-old question.
The tree. There are cut marks
Which
on
one do you think came
The
first?
age-old.
There anything
Looks
about
like someone tried to chop it down, but then gave up.
Can you blame them?
Why build a house here anyway?
I'm sure they had their reasons.
There's a letter in
A
the
path leading towards the stone square.
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us.
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but let's read it.
Oops.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Open letter. The envelope had been ripped open. There's a single piece of paper inside. The combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have memorized it, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down there. Can I look at it? Please? I want to look at it. Oh, bitch.
Don't think it's locked.
Well, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
Bell.
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not?
That is a pleasant sounding doorbell.
It's a little melody.
Well, I guess we can head in or we can, explore.
Let's head to the crime scene first.
Bitch!
It's
No!
at the top of the West Tower, I think.
No, I want to go explore! Fine. Grand Hall. I don't know if you can see, like, part of the mouse, like, sometimes, like, swaying at the bottom there.
Stairs. Sally, check those plants for clues.
Is soil a clue?
A big letter F.
Of course. Who doesn't hang a giant banner of their initial in the lobby of their mansion? This one has a big P.
That's probably important.
How very perceptive of you. We should try and be finished before it gets dark. No pressure.
I mean, yeah.
Sally, check those plants for
Is
clues.
soil a clue?
You tend to want to be done with an investigation as fast as you possibly can.
Finally, we get to investigate a murder in a spooky mansion.
It's not that spooky, really.
Don't ruin this. Finally, we get to ruin this.
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Lord Remington?
Lord Remington.
He sounds important.
Wasn't Remington in our fucking... last game?
Lord Pointer.
This goes back a couple of generations. Lady Remington.
I think I have one of those in my bathroom.
Lady Pointer.
How do you become a lady? I want to be a lady. Percival Pointer. He married into the Remington family.
Do you think he still lives here? Primrose Remington.
I always liked the name Primrose.
Do you think she still lives here?
Pandora Pointer.
All this alliteration isn't happening by accident, is it?
Do you think she still lives here?
Buck Brackley.
What a name.
Do you think he still lives here?
Penelope Pointer.
Half Pointer, half Brackley.
Do you think she still lives here? Poppy Pointer.
She's half Remington and half Pointer.
Do you think she still lives here?
Are you gonna keep asking that fucking question?
Flora Remington.
I think she's mentioned in our case file.
Richard Remington.
Ooh. That look.
The one and only. Fiona Fellow. Dead center. She must be important.
She's half fellow and half Remington.
Quick question, do you think that... Mina! Hi, Mina. Hi. How are you, Mina? How are you doing tonight?
Do you think she still lives?
God fucking damn it!
Pretty.
Lady Fellow.
Do these people not have first names? Lord Fellow.
Looks like he was married twice.
Scandal.
Scandal.
Selena Stonetop.
No family line. Apparently, she just appeared out of nowhere.
Felicia Fellow.
Freya's mother.
Do you think she still lives here?
They recorded this line how many times? And they're not all the same because they all have slight different, what's the word I'm looking for? Annotation? Intonations? Extremely tired, stomach hurts, and I have You know, I should probably remember the fact that I also have, like, an interview tomorrow. I feel you. I feel you, though.
Damien Dusk.
Whoa. Is it too late to change my name to Detective Dusk?
Yes.
It's Freya's father. Do you think he still lives here?
God.
Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all. Flint Fellow.
A purebred fellow, if there ever was one. Married a randomer, though.
Do you think he still lives here? Felix Fellow.
God, stop it! Stop! Stop saying that in the chat!
Looks like he married his way into the Remington family.
I find it funny because when the mouse starts moving by accident, the pointer gets smaller, but then when my controller moves, the pointer's a lot bigger.
Do you think he still lives here?
God fucking damn it.
Emily Everstone. Do you think she still lives here?
For fuck's sake.
Fitz Fellow. Half fellow, half Everstone.
Do you think he still lives here?
Flora Remington.
I think she's mentioned in our case file.
Okay,
Ed,
wait,
do
I
you
do
think
this.
she still lives here?
Ah! Doors.
A door.
Oh, what's behind it?
A room.
It's not locked. Stairs.
Stairs.
I'm glad that they both have their own lines of stairs. Also, wait a minute. Oh, man. I got a bit of information on that. Man, I wish we could look at, like, you know, as what... I feel like some context about Sally is, like, not given to us right now.
Stairs.
Oh, come on! Look, the eggs!
Stairs.
The eggs!
Finally, we get to it. Don't ruin this. Finally, we don't ruin this.
Now it's a big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there. In sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it. Anymore.
Do you think they still live there? Alright.
Let's head to the crime scene. It's at the top of the West Tower.
Wait, let's just get... Fuck. Okay, let me go up. Do I actually have to just fucking go to the scroll? Does it work with my regular scroll wheel? It does not. What? Anyway.
We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
It's so dark back there.
Somehow, the sunlight doesn't seem to be making it very far into the room. Let's take a look at that painting first. Let's take a look at that
Oh, the egg!
first. Let's take a look at that
Fuck!
painting first.
Fine.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
A painted portrait, Flora Tower. Freya was unable to finish the painting, as she died sometime during the process. Flora appeared to be wielding a knife. The red substance on the tip was discovered to be blood.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
Oh. Starting this. Why did my frame rate feel like it's dropping? There's something very strange about how Freya was killed. My movement's suddenly, like, really stiff. Maybe.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because Freya put it there. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm making these sentences correct, but like... basically, the fact that the knife is just missing.
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood, but it was removed from the scene. Almost. Maybe just...
What's the word I'm looking for?
Flora's portrait
Okay.
is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting,
The painting
but
stabbed.
by the painting itself.
Another painting came to life, guys.
Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And
No,
even if you
stop it.
were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
Ow, that was kind of loud. Tangle Tower. An unfinished painting. Let's do it. Alright.
Is that a gramophone?
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
What?
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
Gramophone. It played cassette tapes instead of vinyl record. It's pointed toward the middle of the room. There's a noticeable cracks running through it, all the way from the horn down to the tape deck. Can we put the tape deck in it?
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is. Pink.
Cracked tape. The cassette tape has a crack down the middle. There's a handwritten message on the label. To Freya.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go. The whole room has a strange...
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Let's see. Hello, maybe a cat. Welcome to the stream.
It's piano music.
It's a recording of piano music. It plays a short while before stopping. Oh, Jesus. Whoa! The fuck? Ooh, that sounded terrible. Oh, wait. Did I break it? I think I broke it. I don't think I was supposed to do that. You know, that could really fuck with the cassette tapes, but I didn't think that function would just really fuck that thing up. Okay, so it didn't... Ow! Yeah, no, wait, it still ends with that weird crunch noise. See if we can't hear this one. What the fuck? Humming.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
It's a recording of someone walking outdoors. A distorted humming melody can be heard. None of this is gonna have like some sort of fucking backwards message shit, right? Oh yeah, that is actually horrifyingly loud. Wait. Oh wait, oh my god, wait. Oh, that's nice! I like that. I'm enjoying myself already. This is pretty interesting. It's funny because earlier I was playing the Flash game because I kind of forgot to do that on stream. But there's such a huge whiplash from going like from the Flash game to the like the new to this game. Yesterday I played Detective Grimoire and the Secret of the Swamp. I think it's actually its subtitle, but I forgot. But yeah, that's like pretty. I'm enjoying myself right now. I like this continuity of like the cassette tape is stuck on the area that you left it at. Oh, that is such a horrible noise. That is actually horrible. Ah. I like that it gives me the ability to do this. Okay. Pop it out.
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones.
Oh no, the Detective Conan egg thingy from movie 3.
What a completely ordinary object.
Bullshit! Oh.
I think it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
Swap the position of the gem. Rotate the egg to see the clue on the back. Okay, might as well see the clue on the back. Oh, okay. So red to green. Oh wait, I'm fucking stupid. Fuck, come on. Go back in there!
Nope.
Oh,
You're pretty sure it explains where to put each
Okay.
of the gems.
I was like wondering what the fuck is this on like top right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit confusing, actually. I think the paths are not supposed to be linear. Okay.
Reset the puzzle.
Yes. Let's take a look back at this. I wonder if it's actually... more just, Well, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough. Completely blind, though I'm technically not allowed to say that. Fuck. Maybe I should stop playing this with the controller. I don't think it's the rotation or like anything being in that order.
Reset the puzzle.
So, it's just the connections. So let's focus on the connections. Alright, problem is, I thought I would rotate it at first, but that doesn't actually seem to be the case. Maybe? Maybe it is, and I'm just being a bit stupid with one of these. Come on. Just go in the thing. Yep. Fuck. I think that's correct.
I guess that's wrong.
What's the
Never
deal?
mind.
This means something.
Fuck. Hold on. Which one did I mess up?
Nothing.
Each line the exact same. Just
Shut up! No, I'm not hearing that. One of these I just have in the wrong order. Wait. Oh, wait, maybe.
No, that was it.
There we go.
nice work.
What's
Did
in
it
the egg?
unlock? What's in there?
Egg.
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
Everything is a clue. Empty egg. Once unlocked, the egg can be opened. It's currently empty. The lining of the egg is a soft velvet-like material. The egg is supported by a stand made of brass. It rests on 3 strange feet with pointed claws.
A bunch of old books. Covered in dust now, but they look well read. It's so dark back.
Somehow the sunlight doesn't seem to be making... We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
A bunch of old books. Covered in
We're
dust
not
now,
we're not
but
making the top hat joke guy.
Half the room is a big open window.
I don't know if you can call it an open window. It's more like the sudden absence of wall. It's so dark.
Somehow the
Fuck, I didn't mean to click on her. I wanted to click on the plant. Oh well. Neck!
Flora... Fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
Damn it, speak!
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
Was this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried.
You tried, great.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible? Anything we should know? Any hobbies besides staring out the window? Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
She did call the first word out of her mouth is just bitch. She's not gonna give us anything, but I'm doing this for
Did you
protocol.
ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife. Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked? Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
Damn, well, we tried.
A little pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
Freya's painting supplies.
Freya's paint. Small glass pots of red, yellow, black, blue, and white paint. The glass pots are all cracked on one side. That can't be great for holding the paint.
Freya's painting supplies.
For fuck's sake!
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Brush and palette. The palette has a variety of paints loaded on it. A larger blob of black in the middle. The paintbrush is still covered with dry red paint. But not blood.
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
Let's see. Single stab wound, no weapon was found at the scene, but the subject, oh. Cool. Is that it? Is there anything I had to do with this, or was it just showing me that?
The whole room has a strange feel.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Okay,
That's the only door in and out of the room.
It's also on the floor.
Sure is. Guessing it's not supposed to be down there.
Yeah, I wonder too. Like, everything had cracked for some reason. We've already done with the gramophone.
A bunch of old books covered in dust now, but
Half the room is a big open window.
I don't know if it's more the sudden absence of wall.
Let's see. I think we're not gonna get much else from here.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through paint.
Looks that way.
Like, I don't think there's anything else we can, like, talk about. I'm not sure if this thing is just a close-up on the evidence, or if it's a mechanic to look at something. Yeah. Everything had a crack on it. By the way, no hints, no tips, no spoilers, no allusions to anything. I am very strict about this on my channel specifically. Alright, let's go down the tower and, make our way. Fish!
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason.
It's kind of cute.
It's Earth.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle pink light. It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
If we get really stuck, sure.
The entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not just made of wood. I think it's the actual hull of a ship. That's a massive conch shell.
There's always a fucking ship in these games, I guess. Well, there wasn't one in the Flash game.
Do you think there's a little crab living inside?
I hope so. Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Ooh-hoo.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Okay, let's take a look-see. Let's see, a dragon on the right, trees in the distance, and a cave there. It might be this area. It might just be here. Let's just see if there's any other areas. See if I can't see it from a different perspective. There are birds flying over it. It looks like the dragon thing is actually a lot farther from the, like a lot closer to the X than the actual, mountain. This honestly might be it, because there's also no birds up there. So that's possibly it. Let's see anything else. I like how I just called it a dragon, wait. Yeah, no, I think it's H6. And that's in the west direction. How far does this go? Okay, let's try it.
I did it. What do I win?
Not bad.
What's my prize?
What was in the box?
If it's
More
nothing,
wooden models.
I was gonna get mad if there was nothing in it.
These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Oh hey, it's a character. Painted models. A model resembling a child with green hair, a woman with gray hair, a red and white bird, a broad-shouldered man. The wooden models have been hand-painted. The paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is laying nearby. The brush has some dried paint on it. Is it blood? Speedrun strats. Earlier, I was showing that I kind of fumble with some puzzles and my brain dead head doesn't do much. And I kind of rush into trying to find to see if my answer is right or not. Other times, I remember to actually think. And sometimes, it just comes naturally.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Painted model. A wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model had been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Yellow, blue, black, and white paints are found nearby. Same paint as the Freya's thing, not cracked. Within
The
drawer.
entire room is made of wood.
Oh, it's not. It's the actual.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Ew.
You get a good view of the lake from here.
A map with a dotted line and an X marked on it.
That's a very boring way to describe a treasure map. We already solved it.
Noted.
More maps?
No, they're just blank.
Oh.
Shelf junk. A hammock. It's kind of worn out.
I would politely describe it as lived in. It's a barometer, but it's broken.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't broken.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh.
A pencil drawing of a mountain on a moonlit night.
Mood. The entire room is made of
Oh, it's
wood.
not. It's the actual host.
The entire room.
Oh, it's not. It's the actual host.
The entire room is
Oh,
of
it's not.
wood.
It's the actual.
It's kind of hard to tell what is and what not.
The floor is covered in wood shavings.
The entire room is made
Oh,
of
it's
wood.
not. It's the actual host.
Okay, well, let's talk to Mr. This man has been sleeping as we rummage through a treasure chest.
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Gently speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
You wouldn't happen to know the fucking, the thingy, would ya? Also, he's private detective? Was he always a private detective? Because I just kind of assumed that he was on the police force. Yeah, maybe they just brought him in like they do like with Shinichi. I don't know.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, family is truly the greatest adventure of all. Oh no, the ground.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
Working on
Your
Flora.
room
What
is
up?
quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
Bruh.
It was dusk. A
My
feeling
God.
lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window.
There's a garden?
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course.
Huh.
Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Huh.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Yes, been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Bruh.
Other people, you know.
Alright, what mythical beast are we tackling in this fucking game?
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
Bitch!
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She
wow.
came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Yeesh. Alright, let's do this.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you?
Uh-huh.
By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, less likely to come back.
Damn.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I find it comforting.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Huh.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
What does the heart look like again? Because it'd be funny if it's just actually just the fucking, if it's just boggy.
I'm as confused as you are.
Bitch.
It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
She's actually just eating a popsicle.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Is it all the cassette tapes are puppies?
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
You didn't switch the paints, did you?
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Bro.
Ah, yes. So we shall. Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
It's with the bird. Wait, what the bird?
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Sure. This guy's funny. Looks like I'm not gonna get more out of him. At least for now. Alrighty, now before we continue, another quick break. Yeah, it's just a quick one. Okay, breaking time over. Yeah, the music in here is fantastic. I love this. Alright.
Locked.
Great. Oh, so this is Freya's room. What the fuck?
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
It's a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
Bruh.
Painting supplies. Painting supplies.
Even though we're halfway up a tower, someone's been tracking in mud from outside. Brushes, pencils.
They're clean, but they look pretty well used.
Oops, did not mean to do that.
Brushes.
They're clean, but they...
Open drawer.
That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty.
Strange.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
A what?
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Oh.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
Compared to my bed, haha.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either. Freya's plants. They must not need sunlight? Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden.
Here in the garden.
One of them's holding a red rose.
Let's play a game! At least it's not pink. Or something of the sort. Anyway. For a drawing. A drawing of a man standing with a woman in a garden. He's holding a red rose. A drawing of a young woman. A drawing of a person wearing a cloak. Huh. Fifi? Five-Hi? Is this like a proposal? What's going on here?
It's Freya's bed.
It's a perfectly healthy.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer, maybe.
Oh, well.
They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Swap the brushes in the correct order. Arrange the paper to find the clue. Oh, this music is so good. Can I rotate these? I just want to check if there's like any difference between using it, using the mouth or not. Doesn't look like you can rotate these though. Rotate these though. Neo Neo wait, fuck, how do you hello. I'm sorry that I'm like absolutely struggling. Welcome to the stream. The game is completely blind, so no hints, no tips, no spoilers, no illusions, no nothing. I am very strict about this. Like, super strict. Am I able to flip these? Neo Ki Uwu. Neo Ki Uwu? I'm just curious if I can rotate these or not. Oh, well that fits. else I can't figure out with these shapes? Oh, wait, actually. Wait. Huh. Well, that's convenient. Alright. So I'm supposed to swap these around. So I can only swap them around, so... I wonder what these lines are referring to. So what are these about? I guess it's just a swapping. So swap the brushes in the correct order, arrange the paper to find the clue. Huh. Is it based on height? Oh, wait. That doesn't match up, though. Maybe.
Nothing.
Did you find a hint on those scraps? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw.
Let's see. Oh wait, I accidentally put a green thing there. Maybe this?
That was incorrect.
Each brush has various characteristics. The information we need is on the paper.
I can figure out what the lines mean. This is still supposed to be an orange handle. But it's also supposed to be something blue there. Am I overthinking this? What bothers me the most is the fact these papers are like different colors. Maybe that's a hint, actually. My colorblind ass thinks this is green, but I'm having trouble figuring out if it's actually green or not. Have I tried this combination before?
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic, but only...
Orange handle, green. What bothered me is the fact that the blue and the green are lined up. But there's no situation where that actually happens. Maybe I got the lineup wrong, because this also can work. Because it had the pink handle. But I'm not sure if the brush would fit in that position. Get this, these two line up. The color don't. At least not really. Well, I'm trying to figure out what the hell this
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each...
What am I doing wrong here? I don't think the colors of the paper are gonna help me. Otherwise my colorblind ass is kinda screwed.
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with...
This is really strange.
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic, but only one perfect solution.
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with...
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with...
I don't want to brute force this. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Green paint should be there. No blue paint lines up with it. Maybe I didn't do this paper correctly, but it fits perfectly like this, but... Maybe not. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Oh, God. The mouse is having a seizure. Yeah, no, this is definitely the, how the paper should be aligned.
Still locked.
So, the paper jigsaw puzzle shows the position of various characteristics of the brushes. There's a couple of brushes with each characteristic, but only one perfect solution.
What the fuck? What am I missing? Like, there's something I'm missing from this puzzle that I'm not getting.
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with...
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with each characteristic.
I can't, like, push these further or anything. Oh boy.
Still locked.
So, there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic.
What is going on here? Wait. Height? Green. Maybe it's actually height order? No. This is one of the tallest.
Still locked.
There's a couple of brushes with each.
We know this one reaches 3 blocks.
There we go.
Wow! I did it!
Perfect. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
Oh my god. We get half of a fucking photo for this? Okay, fine. A ripped photo. A photo of two young girls, one with red hair, the other with green hair. The photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off. Huh, no longer friend something
That
something.
painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
It looked cool.
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
A small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink all around the edges. I wonder where we can attach this.
Freya's plants. They must not...
What's
Do you
that?
think this was always supposed
I
to be
don't
no
know.
windows? Either?
That looked like a secret door.
Do you think this was always
I don't
no
know.
windows either? Do you
I don't
no
know.
windows either?
Pipes?
Do you think this
I
was
don't
no
know.
windows either?
Light?
There's no natural light in here at all.
I like it.
Did Freya paint those animals on her ceiling?
They're kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger.
Alright, I think we're done here though. That took too fucking long. Whoa. Hello.
Books about ancient history? I
These
think.
books are ancient history.
Fuck.
I think they'd crumble into dust if I tried to pick them up.
Good excuse.
Thanks. Books about geography.
Skip. Books about insects.
Well, theoretically. There's not a single book on that shelf.
Huh.
Books about space.
They're relatively untouched.
It's musty in here.
What exactly does that mean? What is must?
Must. You ask such stupid questions.
Nice. Sure. Why not build a science lab in the corner of the library?
The search for new knowledge. The archiving of old knowledge. It's downright poetic.
A book on the floor. Fundamental entomology.
I guess somebody dropped it.
Nope, that's one insect book.
It's musty in here.
What
Must.
exactly?
You ask.
Nice. What's in those bottles?
I'm not sure. Soil samples?
Sure. Why not build a
The search is downright poetic.
books about nature?
It's musty in
What
here.
exactly?
You ask.
Nice. Books about birds.
The shelves are about half empty.
Oh, so you're a the shelves are half empty kind of person.
You knew this already.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a classroom?
Take a look-see. What the fuck?
Any idea what this means?
Not a clue.
Are you gonna say that for everything?
Any idea what this
Not a clue.
math equations?
Don't look at them for too long. You'll give yourself a headache.
I've already given myself a headache for how long I spent with the paintbrushes.
Any idea what
Not
this
a clue.
I'm not really able to make sense of what's supposed to be said on this.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Probably can't solve it yet.
It's an illustrated book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
Bird book. The inkdip is a remarkably intelligent bird with a very long lifespan, even amongst avian mystids. Other birds are often aggressive towards it, and the inkdip lived most of its life alone. It had particular feeding habits and usually only eat the seed of the tantum amica. What? Alright, let's,
Sure, why
The
not?
sea arc's downright
I
poetic.
don't think there's anything else. Okay, so let's talk.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, There must be something I'm still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me.
Oh no? How come?
Because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Okay,
Thanks for letting me know.
Dendy.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
23 minutes, it's been an hour.
About the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
So, wait. Is that actually her eyes? Or her eyes obscured? I kinda don't know which one's which. But the fact that this thing is moving means it's probably her eyes.
You will need to be more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother
can't
are named
either.
Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
No, but I would like to install that feature at some point in time. Damn, it's already 11? I think I'll be going until like the top of the hour, and then we'll save the rest for later. Hopefully we can actually meet all the suspects before then.
What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi?
You were
I
too
just
slow!
need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
No. No.
I was in my room.
Oh,
The
jeez.
lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Jesus!
She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
Wait, what?
Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
Okay.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond. Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value
Oof.
and assigning them personal value.
Wow.
Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
Ah!
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
Wow. I'm sorry. This is literally just Dendi. I'm gonna forget her name is Fifi and just say Dendi.
Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to
Polysyllabic?
me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Okay. Gotta meet Poppy soon.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked
Jesus
now.
fuck. that sound just like, I don't know why, but the bass just kinda like punched me in the face.
Can't wait.
Let's do that now, actually. I'm covering all of like the left side of the tower like this. Teddy bear.
A new suspect! Don't think you can get out being questioned just because you're a bear.
Why do I feel like this is a fucking Danganronpa reference?
I'm innocent, I promise.
What the fuck?
Save it for the judge.
What just
I don't know what
happened?
that drink is, but I bet it's 99% sugar.
I'd read you the ingredients, but there's nothing written on the can.
Oh
That's even
shit,
worse.
right, yeah, I should probably do that.
Scientific formulas. Probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of it means.
Boxes of stuff. Boxes of stuff.
Nice room.
It's a mess, but yeah,
Crystal chandeliers. Extra fancy.
I don't know. They just seem old-fashioned to me. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
Crystal
I
chandeliers.
don't know. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
That's a whole lot of books. A pretty ornate window with a great view of the lake.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate value.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space. It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
It's a magnifying
How come
glass. Should I
you
start?
couldn't pull off? Homemade posters. This one's about the Pythagoras theorem.
Ah, I've not heard of that band. Are they any good?
Pythagoras.
Homemade posters. This one's about the Pythagoras
Ah, I've
theorem.
not heard
Unless
of that band.
school had been lying to me about how that's supposed to be pronounced.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
Can I touch it? Oh.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
Horizontally slide the four magnifying glass in the correct positions. Let me move these to the side for a second. Let me just see how big is the thing. Alright, which one of these had like the really big? Okay, double plus. Oh wait, this no, not double plus, triple plus. There we go. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get a good look at this thing. So we have the smallest one there. This probably can use the double plus.
No, that was it.
Nice work.
Cool.
Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
Ooh, a book. Secret diary. A well-used book resembling a diary. It's locked with a strange metal device. Can I look in it?
Nice room.
It's a but yeah,
That's a whole lot. It's a bed.
barely.
That's a whole lot of books.
Boxes of stuff.
Scientific formulas, probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea what any of it means.
Okay, I think that's it there. So let's go back to, let's go shove shit in her face.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Aww.
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as a mere abstract representation, does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife. This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
I do not know why. The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp.
Yes, I am.
Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
No.
We're working on it.
We are.
Curious. Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
I like Dendi, okay?
Is she laughing?
Fuck. What the fuck was that? Wait, I gotta hear that again.
Is she laughing?
Ah!
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Wait. Well, what the fuck?
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw.
What the fuck is
and a
Hawkshaw?
drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Weird that she, like, stumbled on that one.
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
He had no red paint.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
So both
Or
of those are blood.
got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
How long has she been dead?
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
What the fuck?
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
For what reason?
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Eggs.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Eggs.
Some people just like eggs.
Wait, hold on, I gotta take a screenshot of that.
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
I gotta send that to somebody. Where's my Discord? Already sent the screenshot. No, I need to send this to him again. Just a nice friendly reminder. Why are so many people messaging me? A lot of people don't actually see my messages immediately, and I kind of get a bit sad. Anyway, enough of looking at my background. Don't worry. Nothing.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother's not been in the library for some time. A book. My book.
Uh-huh.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Pages. What's in it? Pages. Oh shit, all the people. Okay, so now we're
There's
effectively
something
done.
about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Yeah, let's do that now since we can. I really should meet with all the suspects, though.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Wait, no! No, we have to... like that education... Wait, what the fuck? Wakey wakey. Suspicion?
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
I mean... I don't think this is the one that I want, though. But something to prove that it belongs to. The red substance is blood, not paint. The only other thing that has paint, the red paint, is this one.
That's not right.
Nope. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. The... Hold on. Use the water weapon. I think it's the last. I think it's this one. I think this is reversed. Wait, never mind. No, it can't be reversed because I can't flip these.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Bet. Wait.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
I like that she gets like her
Oh,
own too.
That's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
I guess that's it. So yeah, I think we're done with it. Actually, we could show him a bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
What?
She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh yeah?
It's what Freya called her. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
Well,
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
I think it looked cool.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
Well, okay. That's all you gotta say to me. So we also had something for I'm already fucking up all their names. I fucking her.
Half the room is
I don't know if
it's
the sudden absence of
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
I like how her hair, like, literally smacked the thing.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Do we actually have something? Something that explained the knife object. What if it's just a paintbrush?
That's not it.
Good to know. Oh, maybe the rose.
That's not it.
Okay, never mind. A book? In a library? It's more common than you think. Do I actually have the evidence for this? Oh, maybe it's the bird.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, what? Am I jumping the gun here? Something that explained the knife-like object. Is it this thing?
That's not it.
I'm guessing at this point. It's an egg.
We'll get to that in a minute.
What the fuck? Oh.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
I don't know if I'm just being ridiculous here, but do I even have the evidence for this?
That's not it.
So it's not that,
That's not it.
Let's take a closer look at this.
What the fuck? Just a feather from... Probably.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink-dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink-dip bird is red and white too?
The fucking... This thingy.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Oh, jeez. I don't know who Penny is.
The ink-dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Alright, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Probably in the egg. I keep the feather in an egg.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora?
Come on, give us a voice.
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
God, is she just not gonna talk in this entire game?
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Flora's drawings. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya, X. Aww. You wanna talk?
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So,
Suspicious.
if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try. We spoke to your daughter, Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Let's see if you're gonna like react to any
You
of
haven't
this.
seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Little burb.
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
I like birds.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
How's her glasses like sideways now?
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there. I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Guess that's all I'm gonna get out of her. Let's see. Actually, before I do that, let me look into the, into all the notes. So... Let's see. That bird is actually extraordinarily small. It looks like it's like for attached. Little bird. I don't think I got anything for like the thing yet, so I can't do much there. So let's see, where can we move? Okay. This is what I'm gonna show the picture to everyone, and then I'm gonna call it, and we'll continue this probably tomorrow. Probably earlier than usual, instead of just 8, so it's not like fucking midnight over here.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
I don't know, man. Alright. And then let's go to, Fifi. Still haven't gotten her thing yet, understandably.
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Oh, no, she's sad. No, don't make her sad! Fuck! Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. That's gonna be it for, today. Well, you know. Actually, it's not 12. Why did I think it was already midnight? But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for now. It's been 2 hours since we dived into this. We might do this for another 1 or 2 more streams. I don't know how long this game actually is. But yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. Probably, depending, I might stream at 5 Eastern Standard Time. Because I don't really like starting at 8, but, really, it just depends. If I don't start at 5, I'll just start at 8 again, like last time. And yeah, we'll continue more of Tangle Tower. I'm really enjoying this. It's, pretty interesting. Wait, I should probably fucking save. Auto-saved on, okay. Good. So yeah, we'll find out more about, we'll continue playing this game, in the next stream, but for now, that's it. So, I'll see you guys, next time for more Tangle Tower. I like this. This is fun. Bye-o!